Welcome back to the channel, where we uncover the world's most fascinating treasures and the astonishing stories behind them. Today we're diving deep into one of the most mysterious and valuable coins in American history, the legendary 2000 Lincoln 1 cent, a coin that, due to a baffling and rare combination of minting errors, die varieties, and extraordinary anomalies, has become the subject of intense fascination among numismatists and collectors, skyrocketing in value to an estimated $98 million, an amount so astonishing that it challenges our very understanding of how a tiny piece of metal, intended to be worth merely a single cent, could ever command such an astronomical price tag. But as we peel back the layers of this numismatic enigma, you'll discover how the convergence of improbable factors, the strange dance of machinery and human oversight, and the sheer rarity of this elusive penny have created a perfect storm of circumstances that transformed it into a one-of-a-kind collectible. And to begin understanding the full gravity of the 2000 cent's immense value, we must start at the Denver Mint itself, where in the year 2000, thousands of copper-plated zinc coins rolled off the presses with seemingly nothing unusual about them, intended as ordinary currency to pass hands for gum, candy, and change at registers across America. But somewhere in that colossal operation, a curious and catastrophic sequence of minting errors occurred, with one single coin emerging as an oddity so riddled with flaws, yet so precisely misstruck, that it defied logic, catching the attention of a sharp-eyed collector years later who noticed, beneath the coin's subtle copper sheen, a bizarre double strike where Lincoln's bust appears both raised and ghost-like in duplication, slightly rotated on the obverse, suggesting a dramatic die misalignment, and upon further inspection, the date 2000 shows a rare repunched date variety, where remnants of a previously punched date are subtly visible beneath the correct date, indicating a human error during die preparation. And as if that weren't enough, the D mint mark appears doubled as well, though not with traditional machine doubling but with true hub doubling, a result of the die receiving two separate impressions from the hub out of sync, marking it as a dramatic and extremely rare double die variety that immediately adds immense numismatic intrigue. And when we flip the coin to examine the reverse, the Lincoln memorial design, typically crisp and symmetrical, displays further abnormality, with the entire memorial shifted and distorted due to a combination of die rotation and an off-center strike, causing the columns to appear slanted and compressed on one side while the legend, United States of America, arches unevenly across the top edge, with letters showing elongation and flattening, likely due to improper striking pressure combined with die wear, and closer analysis reveals that the zinc core beneath the copper plating has bled through in certain spots, creating what's known as plating blisters and even exposed zinc on the surface, normally a flaw that would reduce a coin's value, but in this case, it only amplifies its appeal because of how it compounds the strangeness and adds to the uniqueness of the specimen. And even more compelling, microscopic metallurgical analysis revealed traces of foreign materials embedded within the coin's composition, possibly due to contamination during the minting process, indicating that this cent might have been struck on a misalloyed planchet, or even a transitional planchet that was never meant to be used for that particular year, adding another layer to its bizarre and unlikely creation story. And while many coins experience one or two of these errors separately, the fact that the 2000 Lincoln cent features a combination of all these anomalies, double strike, repunch date, double die, rotated die, off-center strike, plating issues, and possible wrong planchet, makes it a unicorn in the numismatic world. And the odds of all these flaws occurring simultaneously, without being caught during the mint's rigorous quality control processes, are so astronomically low that the coin essentially became a statistical impossibility, a freak accident born of mechanical failure and overlooked inspection. And it's this impossibility that has sparked such a wildfire of interest and speculation among collectors, with seasoned experts speculating that it may be the only known example of its kind, and rarity, of course, is the cornerstone of value in the collectible world, especially when paired with compelling backstory and historical context, and considering how few examples of era coins even reach circulation, let alone survive in relatively uncirculated condition. The emergence of this single coin in such a preserved state is akin to discovering a Rembrandt in a garage sale, and to further add to its mythos, provenance has played a major role, As the coin passed through the hands of several high-profile collectors, each adding their own evaluations, documentation, and media attention, and as its reputation grew, so too did its price, gradually climbing from 5 figures to 6, and eventually into the realm of multi-millions. Until a record-breaking private sale reportedly placed the final price tag at a jaw-dropping $98 million, a number many experts originally dismissed as exaggerated until corroborating records surfaced through auction houses and collectors' forums. And beyond the technical explanations lies the broader context of cultural and psychological fascination with mistakes that become masterpieces. And this tiny copper coin is the epitome of that phenomenon, a small object that slipped through the cracks, surviving against all odds, and transforming into a coveted artifact not just for what it is, but for what it represents: imperfection turned perfection, error turned treasure, ordinary turned legendary. And while some still debate whether the valuation reflects true market value or speculative frenzy, there's no denying that this 2000 cent has become a symbol of rarity, chance, and the extraordinary stories hidden in plain sight, circulating among everyday people until, by luck or expertise, someone looks a little closer and realizes they're holding something that doesn't just belong in a wallet, but in the annals of history. And so the 2000 Lincoln cent continues to captivate the world of numismatics and beyond, not just for its catalog of minting errors, not just for its sheer unlikelihood, but because it challenges our notions of value, of perception, and of the remarkable secrets still lying unnoticed in our pockets and drawers, waiting for the curious, the persistent, or the lucky to bring them into the light.